Hello there, this is Alu, and today I'm going to talk about how gamifications increases the adoptions of digital tools and platforms. In today's digital transformation world, many of the digital transformation leaders they have a key challenge to how to increase the adoption of their digital tools and platform they invented with the rigorous labor and effort and a huge amount of money to transform their business processes to the next level. So it's a very key challenge for all organizations and the company to make or increase their digital tool adoption among the users. The opportunity is gamifications. So gamification should be a key strategy during your digital transformation processes. And the objective should be you should understand the gamification processes that will boost your digital tools and the platform. So the question is, what is gamification? Gamification is basically applying game mechanics or gaming concepts to the non-game environments. So the question is, what is the gaming mechanics? The gaming mechanics is basically the tools, the processes, and the concepts basically we use to play the game. Game like racing car games or any cricket or any sports game. Once you play, you just and once you start playing, and then after you win, you will get awarded with as a winner or as a loser or as a runner. So similarly over here, you similarly over here, that is when you think about in this prospect to increase the adoption, the aim is to the aim here should be ask user to come here to come to the platform and tools to play, not to work. Okay, now the question is, what are the non-game environments? The non-game environments are like your customer portal, your training portal, your employee portals, or the business processes or tools there your employees or your trainee comes daily and do their day-to-day jobs on there on that site and that tools. So how the what are the elements actually you need to engage in the this non-gaming environment? So there's some of the tools, some of the options are available like points, patches, leaderboards, challenges, and progress tracking. Okay. So question again, the why gamification works. Basically what happened that is, what happened generally in the case of game. When you start playing, you actually start enjoying and engaging in yourself in the game. Okay. And at a certain point of time, you want something or win something, then you achieve something and you consider as your achievement. Then after you also feel the competitive environment with your opponent. And sometimes also it becomes a curiosity to how to win the game and how to play the game, right? So it actually increases the naturally the engagements and motivations among all the users or among all the players. It also drive habit formations. So like coming to the work, do some work is like sometimes boring for. But if you ask everybody to play daily for 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, that it's become the habit because during the play or after the play, he must be or he receives something as a reward and recognitions or the points. Also, it offers the real-time feedback in terms of how was your game you play and what was the score and the value you added after the completion of the game or after completion of some activities. So this way actually gamification work. Now, what are the benefits actually the digital tools and platform gets with the gamifications? So higher user onboarding completions, better feature discoverability, improved user retentions, increased engagement time, stronger customer loyalty and advocacy. Like, let's suppose example is, let's suppose now if you have your tools and platform offering the gamification. So what happened that during start of the journey, you start something with your gamification options. Like you start, let's suppose, first time user coming to your platform or tool should be smart enough or gamify in such a way that user should automatically or self move from one screen or one position to another with the simplified, easy progress bar or the tools or the pop-up messages. Okay, so here are the some of the steps and tactics that need to be adopted for for this in digital tool that boost the adoptions. First is onboarding with progress mechanics. So what is the progress mechanics? Progress mechanics actually it helps users or your employees or your customer that is while moving from one step to the next step or one screen to the next screen, how your their the pro and how their or his progress journey are. So what kind of things you can use or utilize? That is visual clues, progress bars, checklist. Now the next step, once the onboarding completed by your employees, your customer, your trainee, the next step is the milestone rewards. So you should be celebrate some key user actions on the with badges and the perks. And then after the step three, basically, which is all about you allow user or you motivate user to discover some advanced feature. So in doing the onboarding, you just started with some basic thing and basic functionality. But once the user gets some award or some get some rewards, now it's time to allow or it's time to not provoke, I would say it's like encourage user to go to the advanced feature and functionality with proper guide and explanation things. Now, step four is like a collaborative approach or competitive challenge. That is, you need to show the leaderboards. That is the employee user, what is their position among 1,000 employees or the 1,000 customer or 1,000 level. Accordingly, you also set the team goals and the streaks. Along with that, the last step, basically, once this entire journey complete or this entire traveling complete, at the end of this particular steps or process, you should also give some personalized nudges like users-based messages, motivational prompt, like at the end of complete time, you just keep sending some of the messages that is you did something on this particular day. You have a congratulation on completing this message. So this kind of actually boost the adoption of your digital tool and platform. I would here like give some examples that is how this different companies like Microsoft, Salesforce, and the Google use this gaming gamification technique to increase the adoptions. So one of the key example, I think everybody who from the ITs actually must be familiar. That is once you go over the Microsoft Learn and you complete some of the particular courses or the lessons, you also receive some batches and the points. Similarly, Salesforce, they have a learning portal and they actually award some batches and learning path to their users who wanted to learn something with the Salesforce or to the Salesforce platform. And Dingo Learning is one of the very popular learning language learning platform. It also it's actually once you learn some of the new languages and points, they also avoided some of the day sticks. Now we are talking about the best practices. So how you should be start at the gamification processes inside the your digital tool or the platform. So your gamification should be aligned with the game mechanics along with your business goal. So you should design your gamifications or things or your business processes or your goals as well as your tools in such a way that it should not violate or it should not be differentiate your business goals. So your primary focus should achieve the business goal. Step two is basically avoid gimmicks. Focus on user value. So your platform and tool should not be violate any user value. You should taking care of user value and the time the user spend, the way user getting to interact with your system and platform, it should be recognized and it should be add the value. Your third step is basically third point, basically the keep user experience primarily. I mean to say, your user experience along with the gamifications and the business goals to achieve, your user experience for your portal and the platform should be very important and primarily it should be taken care. And the last step for the best practices, continuously iterate based on the data, based on data you capture in your last previous steps or previous cycle. In the next cycle, you need to keep improving. Common pitfalls to avoid. So the point is here you have a gamifications concepts, gamifications mechanics you apply, but it should not be over applied. You primarily should be taking care of your business goals, user experience, and the user value. Okay? So it should not be over gamified. That is by which sometimes it's very difficult for all the business users, especially the customer who wanted to come or who actually comes every day on your portal or your system or use the tools and you have over gamified your system, then it's very, it's like they sometimes they irritate and it might be possible they stop using your product and things. So avoid over gamifications. Now, the point is third, ignoring different user persona. So you should not be only focused on primarily one user persona for gamification option, but you should also taking care of other persona also. Lack of personalizations. Your tool and your platform should be smart enough or should capable enough to allow personalize their user experience as per the needs, as per the design, as per the expectations. Avoid inconsistent reward logic. So reward logic, like suppose in one step you awarded 100 points, and second step you awarded like 10 point. So you like it seems like consistency because as per standard practice, step one is less complicated than step two because if move from step one to step two of any workflow processes for doing some business activity or doing some business operations, complexity generally increase. So your reward logic should be implemented in such a way it should not be inconsistent, right? Now, final thought. The final thought I would like to share my observation. This is not that any standard, but this is my final thought. Gamification should not be a feature. It should be it is basically a behavioral design or human-centered design processes that actually motivate user to come and play. And if everything in any system or platform and tools will have options to come and play, then system must be adopted by everyone. So adoption automatically increase. So there is a difference to work and to play. If you have if we have an environment where we have a work and if an environment we have a play, then you automatically see that working people are a little less than the playing people. So here I would like to say that something about this thing. So gamification is not a feature; it should be a very behavioral design strategy. When used right, it can significantly boost adoption, engagement, and retentions. So your gamification design should be well designed. Then definitely it will increase the adoptions along with the engagement and retentions, and build with empathy and iterate with the feedback.